What-da-doo, da-da-doo, da-da-doo.
Riding the wave of the nouveau boom of Art Deco, Tamara de Lempicka again rocks public consciousness with her paintings. Tamara de Lempicka's early life is veiled in mystery. Born toward the end of the 19th century to an affluent Russian family, Tamara took frequent trips to Europe, which exposed her to the classical art that would influence her lifelong body of work. Tamara married the debonair playboy Tamara de Lempicka in 1960. While enjoying the privileges of Russian aristocracy, Tamara gave birth to her only child, Hizet. Deemed a counter-revolutionary, Tadeusz was imprisoned during the Bolshevik insurgents of 1916. Desperate to find her husband, the teenage Tamara sought help from those foreign consuls she had befriended in more prosperous times. Facing hunger and the perpetual horrors of war, Tamara was able to orchestrate his escape and their immigration to Paris.
What we hope to achieve with this exhibition is to make a contribution to establishing Tamara de Lempicka as a very serious artist in her time and one who is every bit as worthy of integration in the art historical canon as Frida Kahlo.
Lempicka decided that she would make her passion her profession and that she would become a painter. She always strengthened that she became a painter out of economic necessity, that she needed to have a job. She said, well, I'm a painter, I have to paint. Will you come to my studio? And apparently it worked. The story on Lempicka is also a story about the emancipation of women. We should never forget that because it's in the 20s. It's not so evident that a woman will buy a car and that she will have a bank account.
We tend to forget that there was this, I mean, obviously we know the neoclassical works from Picasso of this period, but we tend to forget that there was a whole classical movement in the 20s, and Tamara very much fitted into that.
Her ideals of classical beauty, of the Renaissance, and also an idea like Andra comes in together and forms a new vocabulary.
Yes.
She staged herself in the same way as she does with the portraits she does.
Story, like many things about Tamara, we don't know how much is fact and how much is fiction, and she did, create stories around herself that it's difficult to know exactly what happened.
She was bisexual and she really celebrated it and she showed it to society. This is a portrait of maybe her first documented female lover, Europero.
But she also has a good critics and her painting comes along very, very well. She's one of the most important protagonists of Art Deco painting, which is actually very smooth and very elegant.
If you consider all the avant-gardes which are developing in Paris in the 20s and 30s, the kind of lifestyle Tamara did was really not the time style Picasso or the others like.
There's this book by Christopher Green on painting in Paris between 1910 and 1914. There's not even a note on Lempicka in it. This will change. This will definitely change from now on.
I doubt, with respect to my friends at the Metropolitan, whether they would be ready to do a Tamara exhibition at this stage. But maybe after the success which we anticipate, maybe the time will be right. I managed to steal Victoria de Lempicka, the artist's granddaughter, from another television interview.
I feel a great privilege and an honor to be her granddaughter, and I feel that it's a legacy and it's also a responsibility.
And in a funny way, I think she deserves to go out, not just be known as an Art Deco painter, but as a major figure of the School of Paris. The very expression Art Deco was not invented until the 1960s.
They speak about the ice and the fire, the passion, and there's that ice because, when you've lost so much in your life, you lost your home to revolution, you lost your mother and your father and your family and your love and everything, well,
Yeah.
you ice a little bit.
I'm sure this exhibition is going to have a very mixed critical response because, as I said, she's not in the canon, and critics are very suspicious of artists who are not in the canon, but I'm hoping that, people with eyes which are open will see the very special qualities that Tamara de Lempicka has.